Do you think we unconsciously expect fat people to be humble and good looking people to be mean? It's strange, isn't it? How our minds attach morality to appearance. How we quietly build stories about who people are based on how they look. We don't mean to do it, but somewhere we learn that story. From movies, from culture, in films. The fat friend is kind and loyal. The beautiful one, confident, may be cruel. Over time, those patterns harden into instincts. We'd stop seeing people, we'd start seeing archetypes. But there is something deeper underneath this bias, something that goes beyond beauty or size. It's the same mental pattern that shapes how we think about wealth and virtue. We tend to romanticize the poor. We call them simple and humble, grateful for little, kind despite hardship, as if poverty naturally builds goodness. At the same time, we forgive arrogance or greed in the rich. It comes with success, we say. They have earned the right. This double standard is not random, it's rooted in a psychological need. What researchers Lerner and Miller in 1978 call the just world hypothesis. Humans want to believe the world is fair, that people get what they deserve because it's comforting. It gives chaos and order. So when we see inequality, our brains twist morality to protect that illusion of fairness. If someone is suffering, we tell ourselves they must be good. If someone is thriving, we assume they must be deserving. It helps us sleep at night, but it blinds us to reality. The halo and the license. That bias splits the world into two moral illusions. First, the moral halo of poverty. We expect the poor, the marginalized, or even the overweight to be humble, kind, and pure. When they are not, when they are angry, loud, or unapologetic, it shocks us. It feels like they have broken an invisible rule. And second, the moral license of wealth. We let the rich, the beautiful, or the powerful get away with more. We excuse arrogance as confidence. We label ruthlessness as drive. It's the reverse halo effect. Success implies virtue. A rich person snaps at staff, he's just under pressure. A poor person snaps, so ungrateful. See the pattern? Our empathy changes with status, our forgiveness too. We have built whole culture on these moral shortcuts. Films portray the poor as noble sufferers, never flawed humans. Charity ads show them as innocent victims, never complex individuals. We want the poor to be morally pure because that justifies our comfort. If poverty builds character, then inequality feels earned. If the rich are flawed but productive, then greed feels excusable. That's how the just world bias works. It moralizes injustice until it feels natural. The same bias in our daily lives. We do it everywhere, not just with money. We see a fat person and expect warmth. We see a beautiful person and brace for arrogance. We see a struggling person and project purity. We see a powerful person and accept selfishness. We have turned morality into aesthetics. We have confused kindness with humility and humility with powerlessness. But people don't fit into those scripts. The poor can be cruel. The rich can be generous. The beautiful can be gentle. The overlooked can be proud. Goodness doesn't follow a body type or a bank balance. The just world bias does something dangerous. It stops us from seeing injustice as injustice. It turns inequality into fate. Because if we believe everyone gets what they deserve, then the suffering aren't victims, they are characters in a moral play. And we, the audience, get to feel safe. But the world isn't a fair script. It's messy, arbitrary, human. Bad things happen to good people, good things happen to bad ones. And most of us live somewhere in between. So, what's the takeaway? Poverty doesn't make people saints, wealth doesn't make them sinners. Fatness isn't humility, beauty isn't arrogance. But our minds, desperate for order, keep writing those stories. It's easier to believe goodness lives where there is struggle and corruption lives where there is success. But goodness is not distributed by income, looks, or power. It lives in choices, quiet, human, individual. So maybe the real question is this: when you meet someone, do you see them as they are or as the story your mind wants them to be? Hi, I'm Akanksha, and this is the Storyteller's Lens. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.